5 1/4. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. So let's just drain. Put the meter over there for a minute. What time is it? I should be getting a call in about 10 minutes. Alright. Now, do I want to leave this here? Power should be off of that. So, the thing is now, when I plug this in and turn it on with the power, there's a light back here that should come on, and after a few seconds, within a minute, this thing should turn. And it's basically telling me that it's resetting itself and it's ready to be programmed. Programming meaning into the phone or wherever I want to plug it up to. Alright, so we're going to plug that in. We're going to turn this on. The red light came on, so that's a start. Now let's see if this thing does any turning. Like I said, it usually takes a while. Okay, see it turn? Okay. So that's a start. Now. Oh shit. I took the code off it. Oh man. Let's turn this off. How am I going to get the code? I don't remember. And this is so damn old. I know I don't have the book for it. Sierra Club. Whoa.
Call from Sierra Club.
You have reached the Department of Revenue. How can I help you? Hello, Department of Revenue. Oops, sorry, wrong number. Hey, they lie? Why can't I? Alright. I wonder if there's any codes. Let me get this wire out of the way. I don't need all these wires hanging around. I wonder if there's any codes inside this thing. The only thing I don't like about these cameras, Amcrest, I like the cameras, I really do. Their tech support is kind of sucko. Well, I can't say for sure anymore, but let's put it this way. It used to be. Every time you have a problem that says, well, let's plug it into the modem. Well, wait a minute. Where it is, it's almost impossible for me to plug it into the modem. Especially if you're running it wireless. Now they're all plugged in because you get it quicker, faster, no interference. I'm not going to use these feet. I'm going to end up throwing these away. I just did. I wasn't going to end up doing it. I did it. I tell you guys a story about drop cam. Oh, you don't remember? And I don't remember either. I had a camera, I don't know what it's called now. They sold the company out, or another company took it over, or well, I don't have no idea. All I know is it's not drop cam anymore. It's Nest Cam maybe? But anyway, I bought a wireless camera that was called drop cam. And I still have it. It's in one of the birdhouses. And that was quite a few years ago. So anyway, I was having a problem with it. I wanted to move it from one room to another. And I thought it was just going to be an easy move. Well, it wasn't. Because, you know, they were kind of new at the time, you know. And it lost everything when I unplugged it. Hey, boys. Hey, girls. Hey, Tuck. Hey, Mommy. Sorry, guys. I want Dar to know that I have that conference at 1:15 so that she wouldn't get comfortable and all the boys walking in and out of the door when I'm trying to talk to the doctor. Doctor. Aha! I think it is here. If that's it, well, that's an odd number though. Well, it's old enough. Usually they start with A. AC. And for Amcrest. This one starts with 1H. They have microphones and everything in them. So anyway, I moved this other camera. And I have it in the bedroom. An explosion, Liberty Bank. Whoa, let's turn the scanner on for this one. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have the scanner out here. What the hell did I do with that? Just when I need it and want it. Here it is. Let's see what's going to blow up. I can find a place to plug it in. Alright. So anyway, I plug it in, it lost everything, and so much for that. So now I'm trying to get him on the phone. And I get this woman on the phone. Take another shot. There. I get this woman on the phone, and I'm telling her how I'm trying to get the camera hooked up.
Engine 1, Engine 4, Medic 1, Car 6, Liberty Bank, 445 West Main, Jackson to Gilbert, Map M3. Half of the building is without power. Investigate the odor of burning after explosion.
It's without power. Transformer probably blew up. Um, so she's on the phone and she's telling me, well, do this and do that. And now, meanwhile, I have my phone there because I'm working on my phone, the cell phone, to get the camera working. Because that's where I used to watch it, on the phone. And it's just not coming in. Now, I have the camera. If this was the wall here, the camera is about 6-7 inches away from the wall, facing the wall. Because if it did come on and she's seeing it on the other side, I really don't want people to see inside my house. So they're looking at the wall. And that's what I would be looking at. So the next thing I know, I gotta move this chair. I'm tripping over it. A picture comes up. I said, well, wait a minute, I'm getting something. She goes, oh, good, good. I go, yeah, but it's not my house. Oh, stop it. What are you talking about? I says, I'm telling you, I'm looking in somebody else's house. She says, it's impossible. Don't tell me it's impossible. She says, well, the only way that anybody can see inside another house is if they have the code, all right? Or if it's our technicians, and there has to be 2 of them with a code, and they're able to put them both in at the same time while in the same room. So basically, I'm imagining, the keys, for the. I said, well, I don't care what you say. I'm telling you what I see. And she keeps telling me it's impossible. And I keep telling her it's not impossible. So anyway, I says to her, I'm looking in somebody's house. The camera is facing, it looks like it's in the living room of a front door, or of the front wall, facing into the house. In other words, if you were out in the front of the house looking in the window, you'd be looking through the house. I said, and that's what it looks like it looks. It's pointed. All right, that was the doctor. So anyway, I'm looking in this house. I'm looking what appears to be the front wall, and it looks like the camera is set somewhere on that front wall, facing through the living room, through an opening into the kitchen area. Behind that was the sliders that went out onto a deck. Now I'm seeing all this. There's a stairway on the right side going upstairs. So if you were to walk in, I'm thinking it might be a condo. If you were to walk in, you can either go into the living room or up the stairs. On the kitchen table, there was a clear vase with some yellow flowers in it. Don't ask me what. And the radio was going. So I'm telling her all this, and she's telling me, no. I said, listen, you got a security breach. You got a problem. And that's all there is to it. I want to talk to your management. Next thing you know, I get hung up on. So now I'm listening to this, and I'm watching. Not this, it's a work day, apparently, because nobody was home. Well, it was a work day. It was during the week. But meanwhile, I'm listening because the radio is going. And I'm trying to hear the radio station. Because then I'm thinking if I can get the radio station, all right, because they usually ID about every 15 minutes. If I can get the radio station, then maybe I can call the radio station. Because if they're listening to that station, they may be listening to it at work. And if I call the station and say, listen, I'm looking in somebody's home through a camera, a wireless security camera, and kind of describe it a little bit, and your radio station is playing in the background, and somebody may hear that and say, oh shit, you follow me? Not that they got to worry about it too much, but at least they know that people can get into their system. Well, after that, I decided not to use the drop cam, which I think it's now Nest Cam. So what I did was I stuck it in one of the birdhouses out here. Birdhouse is all sealed up, closed up. The camera's plugged into it. The USB cord is hanging outside. And I called them up and I said, oh, listen, I says, I got the camera into a birdhouse, this and that. I forgot about it. I said, the only thing I have is power to it and the USB cable sticking out. I says, and the only way I can get to it is I'd have to rip a whole birdhouse apart, which I'm not going to do. Another woman gets on. She says, oh, well, hold on a minute. Let me see what I can do. Within 2 or 3 minutes, I'm looking at my camera on my phone. So she had a way of activating that camera. We didn't know what the serial number was. I knew nothing about the camera, other than I stuck it in there and I forgot to write all the shit down. Well, she found it somehow. Don't ask me how, but she found it. Bingo, I was on. So for the longest time, I kept it on, but the birds wouldn't use it because it would have a little red light on it, and apparently they didn't like that. Now, it wouldn't move or anything, but apparently they didn't like the red light. So as soon as I unplugged it, they started using it. But other than that, I should have thought about that earlier, but you know, I could have put a piece of tape over the light. So I don't really trust these a lot. And even if you do a password thing, you still have to pay attention because you don't know what's going to go on with it. All right. This guy I had today, Andrew, a good guy. Now, sometimes you get them where they just don't want to talk, and then you get them to where, you know, they don't mind chatting with you for a minute. And I think that's the best way, because you learn more from conversation. The more you can keep somebody talking, the more you learn. And that's just the way I am. Keep people talking, because I listen. You can't talk to them and then hear them but not listen to them, you know, where you're listening but not hearing, you know, what they're saying, that type of thing. But if you listen, you'll find out a lot about them. So, all right, let me shut you off for a minute because I want to clean that camera. It's filthy.